Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back to your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Casper Network, aka Cspr. So with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. So recently, Casper did put out a full-on article regarding Casper is DeFi ready with attractive refunds on unspent gas and faster network upgrades with, of course, the Peregrine release. This is a faster network, lower fees, more flexibility for better user experience. And as you guys can see, it seems as though the community is growing and engaging a lot more now than ever before for Casper, which is something to definitely take notice of. But regardless, right, we got this full update and, we've been talking a little bit about DeFi initiatives. Now, I've talked about this in prior videos where I'm addressing DeFi and how it could ultimately change the way some of these projects react in, volume, value, the community growth, the community engagement. DeFi definitely is a big thing that could ultimately help grow the network and grow use cases for the actual token as well. So Casper itself as a token could ultimately start to see a lot more utility growing for it, but also even user base for it. Now, I think that a lot of these major upgrades that are even happening later on this year as well, they're all going to provide a significant opportunity for Casper to bring a lot more developers over, to have a lot more projects building out on Casper, and ultimately a lot more use cases as well. We recently got a big update actually with Rekt Wojak. He actually put out a video with the CTO of Casper, where we have Casper's always on the move, exciting developments ahead, get ready for track and trace, OpenXO, Equity Bricks, Metacask, and real world assets narrative on Casper Network. Unlock the true value of blockchain. And this is, like I said, the CTO of Casper Labs, letting us in on what's happening behind Casper and what to expect later on this year. Check this out.
Working on some tokenization use cases right now. So OpenEXO it's not a tokenization use case. OpenEXO is migrating off of their EXOS chain onto Casper fully, right? So all of their users and wallets will be migrating over, and their EXO token will be expressed only on Casper. And so that's a migration that's underway right now. They will be fully live on mainnet, I believe, by the end of March. We are doing the wallet integration with Cspr.click. And so OpenEX, and I think that there's multi-signature requirements as well. So I'm very excited about, the multi-signature capability of Casper becoming a reality in Cspr.click. And then the other project is Equity Bricks. I've talked only briefly about Equity Bricks. They're launching also sometime in March. They are tokenizing real estate, right? They have a real estate tokenization platform, and it is all regulated securities, right? So this is a highly regulated space. Each regulated offering will be a CEP 18 on the Casper protocol, and it will be a fully custodial service, right? So anyone that wants to interact with those contracts will need to do so via the Equity Bricks platform, and they will have to go through KYC AML, right? And so it's not going to be a decentralized offering by any means, but it will be a tokenized offering. And later on, the intention is to have marketplaces, which will ultimately bring liquidity to investors in real estate assets, right? So this is an important, value proposition of tokenization, right? Of course, we've got Metacask is still very much live and functioning with their tracker platform. They have a private Casper instance as well as their public Casper instance. And they're still pushing forward with whiskey and barrel management and supply chain and track and trace in that space, right? Along with the tokenization of those whiskey assets, whiskey casks into bottles, right? So that's still very much something that's a real thing, right? And we've had multiple DeFi protocols launch as well, right? So you guys have talked about Paradiso that's launched, and then there's liquid staking that's been launched by Paradiso, and we've got the DEX that's now live on Casper with Casper Swap. Well, Casper Labs has decided that they wants to focus on track and trace solutions, right? So right now, the team is they're attending a lot of conferences and with the goal to get, pipeline and customers interested in building with us to the table, get them interested, get them excited, and then sign contracts with. So one of the things that we are pitching with them is this notion of scope 3 net zero emissions, right? And so scope 3 is a complicated problem to solve where you have to track carbon emissions, not just in the manufacturing of your product, but in the transmission, both inbound and outbound of raw materials, right? So your shipping costs, your indirect shipping costs associated with acquiring the raw materials for manufacturing, as well as the shipping costs for your finished product, your distribution centers to your third-party distribution, distribution warehouses, et cetera, et cetera. And so we've come up with, an product idea, and we're pitching it to customers and prospective customers, and let's see what we learn. And, as we learn things, we will, sign some deals and build some product for them.
So there you guys have it. And again, there is a lot to really look forward to, especially as a Casper holder. I know everyone is probably asking the question, price, and guys, don't worry. We're getting there. One big update that I recently saw actually from Tokenizer is addressing the sideways momentum, which we've been talking a little bit about with TradingView and really kind of addressing how long we've been going sideways for and why we should look at this more so as an opportunity instead of a negative thing, because it has been providing us with a very great time frame to accumulate as much Casper as we possibly can before the next big wave. And there's a lot happening on Casper, real world assets. Guys, tokenization, it's one of the biggest opportunities out there. So I'm very excited for a lot of these RWA use cases. There's already been a lot of those great projects building out on Casper already. DeFi initiatives are definitely underway as well. And I think that these new upgrades, like I said, are only going to continue to accelerate things like that. So I'm very excited about that, but also price action. So big shout out to Tokenizer. Been working with him for a while on the Web3 alert, but he actually put out a post regarding consolidation for Casper. The longer the consolidation, the stronger the breakout. We've seen Casper consolidate in this strong ascending triangle pattern for as long as it's been listed on KuCoin. Time lapsed 593 days. Not only will this be the first bull run for Casper, but we've seen consistent development over the course of the entire bear market as Casper continues to establish itself. And yes, like I said, focus on the noise being made by the Casper team. Sure, many may point to the recent case with IPW and say FUD like that will have Casper stay as a ghost. But let me ask you this. If IBM isn't concerned with this, why should you? Keep in mind that IPW's largest debts were owed to IBM, likely for things ranging from consulting to the fact that they were using IBM Weaver as the bridge to Casper. But that doesn't seem to be stopping IBM from continuing to work with Casper. In fact, they've now put Casper at the forefront of their AI and blockchain innovation. With the news of Watson X and IBM already building out AI governance tools with Casper's blockchain, it really makes the IPW FUD seem kind of funny. Here are the retail folks freaking out about IPW going through a restructured bankruptcy, Chapter 11. Yet, IBM is confidently pushing their partnership with Casper to the AI space, arguably the most disruptive technology on the market to date as well. Why would they do that if they also saw Casper as a failure after the IPW news? And let's not forget the focus of standardization in the financial industry that continues to heat up more and more all throughout 2024. One of the largest components of finance and in the financial contracts, which is a market beyond $50 trillion. But much of this value is either uncultured or still locked due to the inefficiencies in modern contracts today. This all changes with smart financial contracts. So $50 trillion could very well be unlocked through Actis. Given that Actis working alongside Casper and one of the few RMG members of ISO 292 and having a direct license to ISO TC68 SC9 data exchange, it's more than fair to assume that Casper's Nucleus Finance will not only follow these existing standards. Rather, we're likely to see the joint venture between Casper and Ariadne be the first of Actis contracts deployed on chain. The capabilities of financial contracts are the exponential when we factor in how DLT can disrupt finance from tokenization to automated microservices. Of course, there are many other features on the Casper network that deserve praise, but in my opinion, these two alone overshadow 99% of what layer ones in crypto are bringing in terms of applicable industry use. I completely agree. All of this was established over a bear market. It's not just retail that will begin paying attention to DLT once again, but last bull run, we saw various corporations start feeling some FOMO for blockchain. The FOMO a business would get from seeing Casper's utility built over the bear market would be quite understandable. Personally, my goal for Casper this bull run isn't towards a specific price target, but rather to have them become established as one of the primary enterprise DLT chains in recognition, and I completely agree. But of course, with that comes discovery and growth, and with this long-term setup of Casper, we can be quite sure that the technicals and fundamentals are certainly lining up quite well. And here we can actually see the overall chart for Casper. Now, this goes back to August of 2022, not the full life cycle of Casper, but here you guys actually have the full on setup, and it looks as though the next leg up for Casper is brewing. I'm ultimately watching to see us break over 6.5 cents and, be on our way to 10 plus cents very, very soon. I'm very excited for the future of Casper. The overall long range here has been a while, but guys, our time is coming. I've always said that in the past. When you look at a lot of these projects, a lot of people think that we're just, sitting here waiting for some miraculous price action to brew. But ultimately speaking, it's just consolidation before we have that breakout. But also AI, right? The AI narrative has been very, very strong. You can see all the gains here on a lot of these projects. But I want you guys to understand that Brave AI with IBM and also Casper is one to watch for. Casper has been at the forefront of this. Even if you go back to September, there's a lot of talk these days about how blockchains can make AI safe for human consumption, but is the idea widely touted in the blockchain community workable in practice? Casper is already working around a lot of these standardization practices with AI to have AI implemented at scale, and you need blockchain. Blockchain is the secret sauce, and when we look at Casper, they're already establishing themselves as a very large component for the AI narrative. But also recently, we have IBM sales team will sell Brave AI governance together with Casper Labs to IBM Watson X clients. IBM is named a leader in worldwide AI governance platforms 2023. Watson X governance was only available since December of 2023. Still many more enterprises to come. And big shout out to Mr. Casper for this. But here we have all of those clients right now. Some very large players on here, some players that you might not know, but still there's a lot of great projects on here, or I should say companies on here. And we also have over here IBM Watson X governance. You can see the players that are behind this. Then on the last slide there, you have NTT Data, which is also a big player in the data realm. But again, as we really look at what's happening here, IBM has been expanding rapidly. They've been focused on AI as well, but you still need governance behind this. So Casper is the big one to look at when it comes to AI initiatives and also scaling AI in the world of business and also corporations and enterprises. So I'm very excited for the future around Casper beyond, everything that we've been watching for. The FUD around IPW definitely was pretty loud, but like I said, it's just FUD. I'm still a very large believer in Casper. Casper is still my number one holding, and it probably will be for the remainder of this cycle. I still think that Casper performs very well, and I still think that Casper is definitely a project that everyone should have on their watch list, even if you're not holding any, because I do think that this one is definitely going to shock the crypto world very, very soon. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join for Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, go check out NordVPN. Links down in the description below as well as in the comments below. Right now, you could save anywhere between 64% to 72% utilizing my link. They are giving out a ton of incentives as well. You get a ton behind just the VPN service alone. You get malware protection, tracker, and ad blockers, things like that. This is probably one of the best VPNs out there right now on the market. I've been utilizing them for a while. With my link, you could save anywhere between over $100 to $300 some dollars. Absolutely crazy deals right now through my link. Again, this is an affiliate deal, so if you guys do purchase through my link, I do get paid. But like I said, you are getting a 64% to 72% off discount utilizing my link. So if you guys do want to go check it out, you guys are more than welcome to. And with that being said, thanks for watching. This has been Nick. Peace out.